Welcome. We'll start with NCRT Geography Class 9, Chapter 1, that is India, Size and Location. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades. It has moved forward, displaying remarkable progression the field of agriculture, industry, technology, and overall economic development. India has also contributed significantly to the making of world history. It is a vast country. India is vast country lying entirely in the northern hemisphere, which means above the equator. So these are the latitudes and longitudes. The Tropic of Cancer divides the country into almost two equal parts. The part below the tropic is called tropical region and the above it subtropical region. In southeast and southwest we have Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands is Port Blair, and the Lakshadweep capital is Kavaratti, and the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea, respectively. The southernmost point of the Indian Union, that is Indira Point, got submerged under the sea water in 2004 during the tsunami. So, coming to the size, the land mass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. So, India also is the seventh largest country of the world. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometer and the total length of the coastline of in the mainland including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep. If you want to find the population of the country and they have to divide it by the size of land mass, you can get the population by counting like a total population divided by total land. India is bounded by the Fold Mountains in the northwest. So, Fold Mountains are the reason is called that is Young because it was found 50 million years ago when Indian plateau collated to the Eurasian plate. So, before that, India was a large island connected with the Australian coast, and then they broke apart and moved towards the northern direction, that is actually northeast direction, and got merged with the European plate. So and since European plate is much bigger in size, so what happened when small thing collated with the bigger things, the smaller thing stops moving and mountains are found, and that is how Himalayas was found. So north, in the north and the northeast, and the south of above, like a north latitude, it begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing it into the two seas, that is Andaman Nicobar on the west and the Bay of Bengal on its east. And longitudinal and latitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30-degree. Now moving to the Gujarat, which is the western part, most part of the easternmost part state in Arunachal Pradesh, we have a time zone or a time lag of 2 hours. So, however, to standardize the time India, we have to follow a single time zone, that is Indian Standard Time Zone, that is 82.5 degree east, and it crosses like Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. India has the longest coastline with the Indian Ocean, and as a result, if we occupies a king of very eminent position in India Ocean also, India is the only country after which you have a ocean being normal. These are the some key aspects. The latitudinal extent influences the duration of day and night as one moves from south to north. So, next point, that is India and the world. The Indian land mass has a central location between the East and West Asia. India is the southward extension of the Asian continent. The Trans Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries and the East Asia, provides a strategic central location to India. So the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with the West Asia and Africa and Europe. From the western coast and with the southeast and East Asia, from the eastern coast, no other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean. So India has a, and indeed, it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean. So India's contacts with the world have continued through ages, but her relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. So coming to the various passes, this places various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans are restricted and scary way having in interaction with other countries. So the travelers often took the land route passing through mountains in north. For example, I say Xuanzang was an Chinese Buddhist monk who traveled to India in the 17th century. So these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The ideas of the Upanishads and the Ramayana and the stories of Panchatantra, these all are introduced to, they shared to one each other. The Indian numeral and the decimal system, that concept of zero that India invented was accepted globally even days before. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from the West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. So coming to the India's neighbors. So India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 28 states and 8 union territories at present. The erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir has been bifurcated into union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The newly formed union territories have been formed under a reorganization act passed by the parliament on 6th August 2020. At present, India has 8 union territories. Actually, it was founded on Jammu and Kashmir on 31st October 2019. So, India shares its boundaries with the Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, and China, Nepal, and Bhutan in north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of two island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. So, Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow canal of the sea formed by the Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of Lakshadweep Islands. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. So, here we want to learn one more important thing, that is, before 1947, there were two types of states in India, the provinces and the princely states. Provinces were ruled directly by the British officials who were appointed by the viceroy, and princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers, so who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. So, with this, I am going to end this chapter. Next video we will be learning in the another chapter. Thank you for watching.